Welcome to this video on the major requirements for the Bachelor of Arts in Language Science. This information is intended to provide students with a clear understanding of the coursework and requirements needed to complete the major. We will begin with a recap of the School of Social Sciences requirements before moving into the specific requirements of the language science major. We will also cover departmental information and available opportunities within the department. First, let us revisit the School of Social Sciences requirements, which were discussed in a previous video. To reiterate, there are two requirements that all social sciences students must fulfill. The first is the mathematics requirement. Language science majors have the option of completing either a statistics sequence or a calculus sequence with 1/4 of statistics. Students who choose the statistics sequence will take Social Science 10 ABC. Please keep in mind that the statistics series spans a full academic year, so it is strongly recommended that students begin in the fall quarter in order to complete the sequence by spring. For transfer students pursuing this route, it is advised that they begin the series during their first quarter at UCI. The calculus sequence consists of Math 2 AB and Stats 7. This option also requires 3/4 of math courses, but includes 2/4 of calculus and 1/4 of statistics, rather than statistics alone. Students who completed equivalent coursework in calculus and statistics at a community college may find that this requirement has already been satisfied. It is advised that students consult with an academic advisor to determine whether this requirement has been fulfilled. Please note that all mathematics courses must be taken for a letter grade. Additionally, a placement exam may be required prior to enrolling in Math 2A. Students considering the calculus route are strongly encouraged to complete this placement exam as early as possible. The second school requirement is the computer technology requirement. Students may choose to fulfill this requirement by taking either Social Science 3A or ICS 31, which is an Introduction to Computer Programming course. This course may be taken for either pass, no pass, or a letter grade. Students who have completed a coding or computer course at a community college should consult with an academic advisor to determine whether that coursework satisfies this requirement. Next, this presentation will provide an overview of the language science department. This major is centered on the study of language itself, what language is, how it has developed through scientific processes, how it has evolved over time, and how it has been shaped across different cultures. Some courses language sciences majors take are Acquisition of Language, Foundations of Bilingual Education, and Language in the Brain, among many others. Many of the courses within this major focus on languages other than English, offering students a deeper understanding of a specific language of interest. This major is particularly beneficial for students interested in teaching English internationally or in educational settings more broadly. The department offers 2 minors, one in linguistics and one in hearing and speech sciences, as well as a certificate in American Sign Language. One thing we want to note is that if students are interested in speech-language pathology, this may not be the right major for them, as the prerequisites needed to apply for graduate programs in speech-language pathology are not covered in this major's curriculum. Students interested in these graduate programs would need to take additional outside courses to meet the requirements needed to apply. We will now go over the specific degree requirements for the language science major. The first requirement consists of the language science core courses. Students must complete 6 courses for this requirement: LSci 3, 10, 20, 43, 51, and 155. These courses cover foundational topics such as linguistics, phonology, and syntax, and are designed to establish a strong understanding of the building blocks of language. Completion of LSci 3 is a prerequisite for LSci 10, 20, and 155. The next requirement is one of the more distinctive requirements of this major. Students have 2 options for fulfilling this requirement. The first option is the depth track. Under the depth track, students may either complete 2 courses from the provided list, all of which are upper division courses focused on languages other than English, or complete coursework at level 3 or higher in a language other than English. For example, completing Spanish 3A would fulfill the depth track requirement. Additionally, students who have a background in a particular language and are able to place out of level 3 through a placement exam may also satisfy this requirement through that pathway. The second option is the breadth track. Under the breadth track, students must complete coursework in 2 different languages other than English, each through the 1C level. For example, a student interested in learning Chinese could complete Chinese 1A, 1B, and 1C to fulfill one portion of the breadth track, and then complete a second language through the 1C level to satisfy the remaining portion. Students with qualifying AP or IB scores in a language other than English may also potentially fulfill part of this requirement, depending on the score received. In summary, both tracks require students to develop knowledge of languages outside of English, whether through deeper study of a single language or through exposure to multiple languages, which is a distinctive and enriching aspect of this major. The research frontier requirement is the next part of the major. Students must take 4 upper division LSI courses selected from a specific list for this requirement. Lower division courses are those numbered 1 to 99, while upper division courses are numbered 100 to 199. The LSI courses applicable toward this requirement can be found on Language Science Department's website. The final requirement for this major consists of any 4 LSI courses not previously used towards another major requirement. This includes both lower division and upper division LSI courses. There are some courses offered under other departments that can be used towards this requirement. The list of approved courses can be found on a Language Science Degree Check and on the Language Science Department's website. There are 2 important points to highlight regarding this major. The first is that many upper division and some lower division courses carry specific prerequisites. Students are strongly encouraged to keep this in mind when planning their course schedules to ensure timely progression through the program. It is also worth noting that a few of the courses applicable toward this major are offered through other departments, such as cognitive sciences or computer science. Enrollment in these courses may be more competitive, given that they originate outside of the Language Science Department, and students should take this into consideration when selecting courses for their major requirements. The second point of note is that language sciences students may need to take 1 to 3 upper division social sciences courses, in addition to the other major requirements already covered. This is because language science majors are required to complete a total of 9 upper division social sciences courses. As has been noted throughout this presentation, certain language science requirements permit the completion of lower division, or a mix of lower and upper division courses. As a result, students may not accumulate the full 9 upper division social sciences courses through their major requirements alone, in which case additional upper division social sciences courses would need to be completed to satisfy this requirement. That concludes our overview of the language science major. For any questions, please feel free to email us at socsci@uci.edu or visit the Social Sciences Undergraduate Student Affairs website. Thank you for watching.